All right, so let's take it from the courts and let's take it back out onto the campaign front. But let's talk about some federal campaigns. First, Rubio versus Murphy. What's happening there?
Well, there's a new poll out by Mason-Dixon, which is a longtime polling group here in Florida, that shows Marco Rubio, the incumbent, opening up a 7-point lead on the Democrat Patrick Murphy. You know, this is a big Senate race. I mean, both parties nationally have been watching it and pouring a bunch of money into it because it could help determine who controls the U.S. Senate. A month ago, Rubio had a more narrow lead, but it looks like, according to this poll at least, he's up by about 7 points. One of the interesting things, and the Mason-Dixon put out a little analysis with the poll, was saying that Rubio is ahead among Hispanic voters, outperforming Republicans, i.e. Donald Trump, among Hispanic voters in Florida. And Mason-Dixon said, you know, it's pretty hard for Democrats to win in Florida at this point if they don't carry the Hispanic vote. So, you know, in the next month, apparently if this poll is correct, Murphy's going to have to make up some ground among Hispanic voters to try to overtake Rubio.
Well, it's interesting, you know, you look at, you know, that Senate race versus the presidential race, and both Donald Trump and Secretary Clinton are in kind of the opposite mode following last week's debate. How does that reconcile?
Well, Mason-Dixon also put out a poll on Friday that showed Hillary Clinton ahead of Donald Trump by 4 points. And this was really the first poll after their debate. It was taken in the days after the debate. And it showed that she did get a little bump in Florida and I think, you know, it's pretty widely believed and assumed that she's going to, you know, win the Hispanic vote by a fairly large margin because of some of the comments that that Trump has made about immigration and those issues. The other thing that's, you know, this poll was done before a lot of this really heavy controversy erupted across the country with Donald Trump's tax records that have come out over the weekend. Also, there was middle of the night tweets that Donald Trump made that have caused raised a lot of eyebrows in terms of, particularly because potential effect with women voters. And so it'll be interesting to see the next time we see some valid polls come out, what effect those have had on the race as well. But going to your point, I think the view or the belief or what shows in this poll is that Clinton got a bump out of that debate. But in the U.S. Senate race, it appears that Rubio is holding pretty strong.
Well, we're going to have to stay tuned and see what happens in both the presidential race and obviously the Rubio-Murphy race. So that's all the time we have for now, Jim. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So for more views, news, and political insights, go to our website at CapitolDatelineOnline.com or check us out on our Facebook page. Thanks for tuning in.